Hi, you all. Welcome back. I am the most average YouTuber you will find across the internet. So, today's topic is women's reservation. So, let us deep dive into the topic. Women's reservation bill is also known as Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam. Recently, on April 17, it was rejected. It could not garner two-thirds majority votes. 298 MPs voted in favor and 230 against it. This is not the first time this bill is on headlines. Let us look how it all started. Coming to early pre-independence era, in 1931, leaders like Begum Shah and Sarojini Naidu submitted a memorandum to British PM, but it got opposed as preferential treatment for women. Then again in Constituent Assembly, this idea was discussed and demanded for guaranteed representation. To understand today's version of this bill, how did it shaped like this? We have to look into the timeline of 1980s and 90s. Pramila Dandavate, a prominent MP and activist, introduced the concept of private members bill in early 1980s. She was a key figure who demanded a 33% quota in parliament and state assemblies. Then in 1987, PM Rajiv Gandhi formed a committee led by Margaret Alva to draft the National Perspective Plan for Women. It included reserving seats for women from panchayat level up to parliament. In 1992, under PM Narasimha Rao, 73rd and 74th constitutional amendments were passed and successfully implemented one-third reservation for women in local bodies. This specific bill to reserve seat in Lok Sabha and state assemblies was first officially put forward as government bill in September 1996 by H.D. Devegowda. After its initial introduction, the bill was referred to a joint parliamentary committee chaired by Geeta Mukherjee. And from that time, it has so many versions. Like this bill now is tied with delimitation, which is to ensure reservation implementation on newly structured electoral map. And that's where all the problem lies. So, who don't know what delimitation is, I'm going to give you a super simple analogy. So, stay with me. According to dictionary, it is a process of redrawing the boundaries of Lok Sabha and state legislative assembly constituency to ensure equal representation for population. It has to be updated after consensus. So after 2026 first consensus, this bill has to be implemented. Everything is cool and fine till here, but how does it fuels north and south conflict? For that, just imagine a family where mother represents our India and two brothers or sister. Anyone you can assume. I'll be going with brother this time. One represent north and one as south. So being brother, they got equal head start in life. School, college, financial support, emotional support and everything. Both are adult now and are independent so they can take their own life decision, right? Things take turn when one brother is slightly more successful in career because as every human being we all are different. We have different outlook and purpose in life. Now both are ready to get married and start their own family, which obviously requires resources. And naturally one will look for their own. But just imagine being told, pressured and ordered to take care of your brother, then family, kids and desire too. Just because you can do it financially. Now one has to manage their own expenses and look out for the other two. There's nothing wrong in helping. I'm again saying it. But when you see the other one with no interest in improving their lifestyle, even after resource sharing, it hurts the other and also results in withdrawal of all help and resources. Technically, this is not a description of Kaleshi family or Ekta Kapoor serial. This is what summarizes North and South conflict. It's a culmination of years after independence. This local family problem is usually seen in society. Because of this, रिश्तों में दरार आती है, फिर चाहे वो रिश्ते बचपन से हों या फिर ज़िंदगी के बीच में आए हों, और रिसोर्सेस का इक्वल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन तक बात चली जाती है. Now imagine same situation in global level. After independence, we all started new. One side focused on development, literacy, improving gender equality, infrastructure, healthcare, and now is thriving and also contributes more in GDP. Other side didn't focus in collective development, and we all can witness the differences. आज अगर कोई भी माइग्रेट करता है ना फ्रॉम नॉर्थ टू साउथ फॉर बेटर एजुकेशन, जॉब और लाइफस्टाइल, दे आर बीइंग जज्ड ऑन देयर बैकग्राउंड. एंड मोस्टली आई हैव ऑब्जर्व दैट पीपल इन साउथ दे विल माइग्रेट टू सम फॉरेन कंट्री बिकॉज एवरीवन वांट्स बेटर लाइफस्टाइल. This parallel development went wrong as we were busy in achieving different goal. Now we cannot pressurize the other to compensate for their development. Instead, we can learn, improve, and make changes to achieve it. This delimitation is an opportunity for representation, where non-Hindi speaking states will lose their power, making it inflexible constitutionally. Representation matters. It ensures presence, being heard, being able to raise voice, problems, opposing idea, part of discussion, and as we differ in language, culinary, literacy level, culture, values, and even climate. Yes, a morning is not same in Kashmir, Guwahati, Gujarat, and Kerala. It's all different, and that's why we need equal representation in parliament, not just favoring dominant populated states. Shrinking spaces for some to make space for other will result in inequality, underrepresentation, and dynamic imbalance. And now this is what everyone is questioning. South is already facing crisis and now disappointed with this bill because it gives an upper hand to northern states which have more population, which equates to more constituencies, then leads to more MPs and then more representation. So basically punishing those who achieved more quality development after independence. Then what are the benefits here for women? To be honest, nothing. It's just like putting women in front and then getting operated by men in behind. Same as औरतों के कंधों पर रखकर गोली चलाना. They are just using women as rubber stamp. I read an interesting article in the newspaper Hindu where it stated how quotas won't improve the condition, how quotas won't improve women's condition. To give you a highlight of it, we can refer to table. So table 1 gives active electoral participation of women. It gathers data on the basis of locality, level of education, age group, caste communities, and economic classes. You will be shocked, as I was, to know that highly active numbers are in single digit and somewhat active didn't even pass over 25. Majority of them lies in inactive state. Then table 2 gives insight about limited presence of women, which leads to poorer party level decision. Around 44% agreed to statement that even when a man and woman are equally qualified, political parties prefer a male candidate. 17% agreed to lesser probability of winning of a woman compared to men. Coming to table 3, it defines all the hurdles that comes along in women's political participation. It is shaped by a combination of structural, social, and individual constraint. 22% identified patriarchal structure as biggest obstacle, followed by household responsibilities and also lack of awareness or interest. Table 4 and 5 are kind of extension of table 3. It shows level of dominance. 66% reported having no freedom at all to participate in political activities such as going to rallies. Lastly, table 6 discusses about 28% of women who expressed willingness to enter politics. Not even half. So, what are my concluding thoughts on this? Women are mostly secondary consumer about politics. You might find men discussing about it in everywhere, but not women. Even I know only few of them. Their take on politics is usually someone else's opinion, and they heard it from somewhere and now they are following the same ideology without actively questioning and following it. While reservation can improve numbers, but we need to improve and overcome existing inequalities related to class, caste, education, and access to resources. Without ground level changes, quotas won't change anything. We need more women leaders in politics, not blind followers. Women can think, they can make their own opinions, and they are well capable to address their problem. They don't need someone else writing about their measured liberty and freedom. We need more active participation. For that, first they should have the autonomy of their own life. We don't need government's attempt to alter parliament's structure under guise of women's reservation. So yes, this is where I think I am done. I would like to leave you with the question of what's next. What do you think about this bill and women's freedom, representation and reservation? Tell me your opinions in comment section. Until then, I will see you in next one. Bye bye.